Hi folks, welcome back to the Detail and Detectives YouTube channel. Today we're doing a video you've all been asking for. We're going to do a van tour on our Vivaro long wheelbase van. So first of all, we're going to talk you through the water tank and the bits and bobs that we've got around here, the pressure washer, the reel, the setup and the brushes. So we'll just move the camera and then we'll have a chat and we'll talk you through what we've got here. First of all, we'll talk about our water tank. So this is bolted to the floor, bolted to the bulkhead, and it's a 460 litre water tank. This is connected to a Kranzle K7, which is down here. We have that mounted and connected to a reel that's got a 20 metre cable on it. And we've also got a small trigger gun with quick release, although I'm not very quick on doing it, which is really handy. If you haven't got one of these, strongly advise it. So that goes into there. We've got some leaflets and business cards that we can get people to come and take as we're working. It's quite good to turn around and say, "Oh, have you got a card?" It's like, yeah, just inside the door. So they can help themselves. Then on our bolted to a side of our water tank, we have our all-purpose cleaner, our Snowfoam, and our rinse aid, because these are products that we use most frequently. We also have a Lance extension, a bit of extra hosepipe for filling up our buckets. We have our kneeling pad, always comes in useful, and we have a dirty bag cloth, a bag for dirty cloths. I don't know what else to tell you about this particular area. There's not really much else there. If you do have any questions, please put them in the comments below and we'll try to answer them. Let's go a bit further into the van. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is our buckets. Now these are coming to the end of their life and they are ready for replacing, but same principle will apply once they're replaced. 3 buckets. They've all got grit guards in them. They're from Chemical Guys. I'll put the link below. In the top bucket, that's our wheel bucket, hence it's a different colour, so you can never get mixed up. We have a number of brushes to help us with cleaning some wheels. We have the Detail Factory brushes. We have the Tough Shine tyre scrubbing brush. We have the Softy pads from Kiln Korea. These are really good if you have been washing wheels with a brush, a little detailing brush like this, and doing the entire faces. Get yourself some of these. They'll change your life. We also have our Easy Detail brush for the barrels, the smaller one for smaller sections on wheels. My favourite brush of all time, which is the Decon brush. Now a lot of people use these on the faces of their wheels, but I like to use them for the arches with APC. They need to scrub up, and they scrub up really well. I have this one near on a year now, and it's yeah, brilliant. Best brush that I've got on the van. And then I have the Green Monster from Kiln Korea. Again, this one's virtually towards the end of its life, but it keeps going for cleaning the backs of hard to reach spokes, engine bays and different things like that, so I'll keep that in the wheel bucket. The Carbon Collective bucket tidy thing, these are something we've recently added to the vans. It's I'm 50-50 on it at the moment. They help, but they don't help. Yeah, the case is still out on that one, so we'll come back to that. So that's the bucket. So next we're going to talk about the range of chemicals that we've got on the van, and we'll go through what's on this side before coming back to finish off what's on top of the tank and down this side. So let me just get rid of these buckets so they're out of the way. Okay, so we'll start on the top shelf. At the side of my head, we've got a first aid kit. Always good to have one of those. Always injuring myself when cleaning vehicles. Not because I'm clumsy, just because it happens. Don't know why, but I'm always coming home with cuts and bruises. Always useful. And then we've got our first layer of chemicals that we use. So I'll start this end. So we've got our glass cleaner, our interior dressing, our antiviral, antibacterial cleaner, our QD, we've got some Garage Therapy Sigma and some Max Protect Silk Coat. What I've tried to do is put all the chemicals that we use most frequently towards the side of the van, so you're not climbing in all the time. Onto our second shelf. We will start at this end and work back again. So we have our bug remover, fallout remover, we have some deionized water for cleaning windows, we have a range of fragrances that customers can choose. We have cherry, lemon and jelly bean. We have some dressing for wheel arches, engine bays, etc. We have some more fallout remover. We have 2 brands of fallout remover on this particular van, just because we come along. Just because we come across a number of different types of car, different situations, and different fallout removers can work in different ways. So I tend to use one for wheels and one for paint. And then at the end we've got some Max Protect QD in there. Then moving down to the bottom, we have 5 litres of snow foam and 5 litres of shampoo. Nice and easy access. Grab your buckets, grab your shampoo, voila. Okay, moving a bit further down the van towards the door, we have our microfibers. We have 4 different types of microfiber for different jobs. So the ones on the bottom here tend to be for the dirtier jobs, interiors, etc. And then we have our exterior cloths. We also have some glass cloths in the back for the what I call glass that's a pain in the ass. We'll leave it at that. We also have our nitrile gloves. Again, next to the door, try and make everything as easy accessible. Don't have to keep coming back in the van. The more that's near the door, the easier things are. The entire van was built around efficiency, so you're not spending 10 minutes trying to find something. Everything's to hand, all labelled up and ready to go. So before we move into the back, we just need to take you through what's on this side. So let's do that now. Okay, so let's talk about what's in this kind of area. So we'll start at the bottom. We have our fuel for our generator, which we'll come on to in a second. We have our wheel cleaner, pre-wash, just pop those down there. All the chemicals, by the way, if you're interested on what we use, I will put a link to the majority of them down below. Please bear with me, there are a lot of chemicals. They are virtually all by about 3 or 4 different companies, so that it's not going to take me too long, but it's quite a list, especially when we get into the back of the van. So that's chemicals. We've got our drying towels. There are 16 drying towels here. You might think, why so many? But we do go through quite a number in a day. Washmitts, one for top, one for bottom. We have our microfiber madness Incredipole, which is great for the top of vans, motorhomes, big sided vehicles. We have a brush. I'm probably going to get loads of hammer and stick for having this brush, but it has its place. Washing the top of commercial vehicles, trailers, etc. It has its place, and it will always be in the van, no matter what you say. Plates to cover up number plates. They're up there. We have our Repairs hybrid long neck machine polisher, deluxe kit, whatever, polishers, pads, all in the box up there. We have some spare microfibers and my ski trousers, just in case it gets cold, along with a... Might need to film that bit again, Sam. No, joking. Sorry about that. Along with a 10-metre spare hose for the Kranzle, just in case this one decides to burst, which it does. Not very often, but it does at least once a year, so it's always good. Have spares in your van. And I think that covers everything apart from the wet floor sign that I've got behind me, or caution cleaning in progress. I've got both. Before we carry on, just to stop the question coming back regarding what drying towels we use, we've imported some of our own from Korea, so they're the drying towels that we use. Link below. Okay, that's this side of the van kind of complete. Let's go to the back. See you there in a minute. Okay, welcome to the back of the van. An Aladdin's cave of detailing goodies. So we'll start on this side. We have a retractable extension reel that's fit into our shoulder. We'll go across and then come back down. We have 5 litres of TFR. We have towel remover. We have some spare drain towels and wash mitts. Because, you know, there's always times when you either drop one or get a really dirty car or whatever. Got some spares on the van. In this one we have some fairy liquid, we have some enzyme cleaner, some Aquaseal Pro and some citrus pre-wash. We have in here some makeup pads, quite a lot of makeup pads. I don't wear makeup, but they're coming useful for applying certain products. Some wire wool, polishing pads, quite a lot of polishing pads in there, not sticking them all out. Some air fresheners for customers that like them. These are our own branded ones, like so. So they're in there. Some Hoover bags for when the Hoover bag needs replacing. Pop those in there. That's that one. We have a Metrovac Sidekick air blaster. That runs quite nicely off the generator. We have then some, hang on, this is how well packed it is. We have some Garage Therapy Decon Shampoo. Really good product if you've never tried it. Give it a go. Then in here we have box of Haribo sweets. Drop them. We have some stickers, our own branded stickers. Head torch for the darker nights, and some screen wash, as well as some fixings and fittings, PTFE tape, and some O-rings. Because you never know. Again, always be prepared for what you're not prepared for. Move down to the bottom, we have our Karcher W3 Hoover. I'll check that so you can have a look. Here, it's a bit battered, bruised and whatever, but it does the job. It is getting on a bit now, but still works. Still provides a really good clean. Then we have a 5 metre hose for the Hoover. You don't have to keep moving the Hoover around, it'll be really annoying. It's a recent addition we've put on. We then in this one have 2 Unilight rechargeable detailing lights and some Dr. Leather cleaning wipes. out of there, pain. In here we have our health and safety gear, some waterproof trousers. We have our yellow jacket, face coverings, masks, goggles, sealskins gloves, which everyone raves about on the detailer forums, but they're great for about one car in the morning, and then they're useless. So yeah, if you're doing your own car, great. If you're doing multiple cars, don't bother. And my name details woolly hat, because you can never have too many woolly hats. Also have a 8-meter extension cable, just in case that one plays up. Then in our last pocket we have loads and loads and loads of vacuuming, interior accessories, pet brushes, Vicam nail brushes, detail factory brushes, other brushes, loads of things for hoovering, interiors, etc. And we also have a box of tricks. Let me show you what's in the box of tricks. So in the box of tricks we have tyre caps, number plate caps, screws, you name it, all things to make a car look a bit better. So that's in there, which moves on to our generator. This is a Step Hill 5 kVA generator. Lasts virtually a full day on fuel. It is noisy, but with one of the doors closed, it's not too bad, and we've never had a complaint about running a generator in the 4 years that we've been running. It makes us money, and it enables us to valet and detail cars in places that others can't. The machine polisher runs quite happily off of this, so the flex rotary, the hybrid, the DA polishers, the Repes polishers that we've got all run perfectly off this. You can run Kranzle, the Hoover at the same time. The only thing that you can't run, we found it gets a bit too overloaded if you try and run the compressor and the Kranzle at the same time. But you don't tend to wash the outside and the inside at the same time. So the Hoover and the compressor's fine, but yeah, the Kranzle and the compressor, yeah, it doesn't like it. But it does the job, we're happy with them, and we've got the same generator in both vans. I think that's that side covered, so we'll switch camera around and we'll have a look at this side. Okay, so now we've moved the camera, we'll focus on this side of the van. We'll firstly start with our compressor. This is a recent addition to the van, and something that I've now learnt I can't live without. It's a 50 litre SGS air compressor, which is connected to a retractable reel. Again, 15-20 metres. I think it's 15 this one. All on quick release. I'm not going to take it apart because it took me ages to put it back on. To a torn door gun, blown out interiors. That sits down there. In this corner we have 5 litres of wheel cleaner, 5 litres of rinse sealant, it's dilutable. We have our bottle for tar remover. We have 4 litres of dilutable APC and 5 litres of day shine, just so we can top up the little bottles when we're out and about. Now some people might say, why do you need 5 litres of APC, 5 litres of wheel cleaner, etc. That wheel cleaner top up probably once every 3 months, but it enables me to top up on the go. So if I stop for a bit of dinner and I'm halfway down to some wheel cleaner, I can top it up on the road, don't have to pop home, open the garage, etc. I've got a shelf up here for my coffee pods for my coffee machine. Perfect when you're out on the road, especially during the winter. So this is a Nescafe Dolce Gusto coffee machine. Runs perfectly off the generator, and if you time it right and you put it on, when you first turn the generator on, by the time you fill your buckets up, you've got a nice cup of coffee. Screwdriver set in there. Again, a recent addition. We had screwdrivers in the van, kept losing them. New screwdriver set. We're not going to lose these ones. They're in there. And then we get on to chemicals. Now I need to move across so I can go through some of these. So we've got hand polish that we use like a glaze. Some different glass cleaner from that one from Bouncers. Garage Therapy's wheel shampoo. Sonax BSD. Max Protects Tyre Shine. All-in-one, one-step polish from Auto Finesse. We have C2 V3 by G-Technique for our G-Technique Platinum customers. Simple Wax Enhanced Gloss, fantastic stuff, especially when you pair it with their wax. Envy Car Care's CB Detailer, ironically named after me, although he won't admit it if you ask Tim. We have Autogland's Vision water repellent glass cleaner. Some of these products we've purchased for our YouTube channel and reviewed them, and then they get put in the van. We use them up on clients' cars. Autobright's Magifoam, Autobright's Alcantara cleaner. Some of these products we don't use a lot, but they're always worth having in the van because you never know. Optimum No Rinse, again, products that we've bought recently. We've got a few classic cars on our fleet plans, so that comes in nice and useful. We'll just pop these back in here, and then I'll come back to you for what's down here. We'll move on down the shelf. Before I do, we've got our key safe. A number of clients to go to where we can do 12-15 cars. Again, these are for our maintenance clients. Bring us a big bunch of keys. We put them in there, we don't lose them, they get locked away. It just enables us to keep things in one place, especially when we're dealing with multiple vehicles. Then we have our wax polishing protectant area. We have some Garage Therapy 3 CS coating, liquid gold, or also known as Air Details Hybrid. This is a product to look out for in 2021. I've not let the guys play around with this yet, because if I did, I wouldn't have it. So keep quiet, keep stum. That's there. Air Details Rain, got a number of bottles of that. Again, amazing windscreen protection. Apply it as often as you like. There's 8 coats on the front of this one. Fantastic. AM Trim, again, another great product. We have some waxes. We've got Swiss Wax Shield, Colonites 476 in there. AM Details, AM Seal. AM Details, AM Glaze. Put them in there and I can't get that out now. We have a nice G-Technique bag I've had for years. And this has got some waxes in, so we've got Dodo Juice's Orange Crush. Some of these waxes are 10 years old, but they've become the car when we use them. We've gone through quite a few waxes this year. Swiss Waxonics. We have Autoglim's Ultra High Definition Wax. Again, really good wax. Bit difficult to apply, take off, but really good wax. Fantastic summer wax from Simple Wax Gloss. Again, as I said earlier, if you pair this with their enhanced gloss, unbelievable. Bouncers 45 Winter Wax. Not used this for a while, but it is a good product. Dodo Juice Hard Candy, perfect, lovely waxer. AM Details Wheel Wax. Dodo Juice Super Natural Hybrid Nano. A good wax, very difficult to apply and take off, so don't use it very often. And that's all the waxes out of the wax bag. We also have a work stuff wax applicator. Again, it's a really good applicator. I've got a few of them. There's another one in front of that. I can never get all these waxes back in the right way. That's it. While I'm putting these away, we'll just move on to our bottom bag. The bottom section, and we're almost there. We have a pot for tyre shine when we're doing commercial vehicles and stuff. And our maintenance plan, we use High Style by Autosmart. So we use that. We also have a few other alternatives to tyre dressings. So the Max Protect one I showed you earlier, and we've got G on Tyre. And soon, coming to the van, we have the one from Garage Therapy. That's on its way. We have some more gloves that we don't use that often, so when Sam comes and joins me, I've got some extra large and some large gloves in there. Spare brush for tyre shine, sponges for applying the G-on, syringe for measuring out products, spare safety goggles, antibacterial wipes, and a load of AM clay. Best clay on the market, by far. And then we come down to the bottom bit. We've got a step, don't know whether you can see that, but we've just got a platform for getting on top of vehicles. And also have a bin to put everything in, and most importantly, fire extinguisher. So there you've got the back of the van and the equipment we carry. In here, try and keep it as plain and tidy as simple as possible. Again, this is where I sit for hours and hours and hours a day, so this is kind of my office. So the cleaner it is, the nicer environment I've got to work in. We have several things in here that all get removed at night. So we've got our card reader, contactless payments, that's an iZettle one. We have our tablet for our detailing app. Try and show you a bit about that. So we use Urable. So we've got all our calendar, our jobs, text messaging system, everything all to hand. We can take videos, pictures and everything of our clients' vehicles, keep that all stored in there. Can also keep track on where the lads are on their jobs. Paint set gauge, this is a PDG Paint Detective PD8, had this years. Always works, always great to have when you're machine polishing, checking vehicles over. So if you've got a new vehicle, want to see if it's all original paint, really handy to have. Then we also have some I Love hand sanitizer. If you're dealing with chemicals on a daily basis, especially at the moment with the pandemic, hand sanitizer can dry out your skin. This one from Holland & Barrett has moisturiser in it, as well as the usual 70% plus alcohol, so it actually moisturises your hands while you use it. It's great, and it's got no stupid, horrible aloe vera fragrance either, which is fantastic. So yeah, highly recommend that. It's not too expensive either. Got a mega mount, so we can pop the phone on like that, and we've also got a reversing camera. It's quite a large van, and we're getting some tight, narrow gaps. So, just out of top of my head, things and questions that might be asked. What van is it? It's a Vauxhall Vivaro long wheelbase. I'll pop some pictures up now, and we'll go outside and I'll just talk you through some of the accessories we've got on the side of the van, which you might be interested in. On the side and the back of the van, we installed some LED lights to help us work when it gets a bit darker. These, I'll try and put the link to these below. They're all wired in to a switch just inside the door, Again, there's 5 of these lights, 2 on the back, 3 on the side, and they light up an area like a football pitch. You can't actually see the inside the van when they're on. They're really good. We've also got LED lights inside the van too. I'm not going to bring the camera in to show you that, but we have got LED lights in there. As well as the equipment that you've seen on this van tour, we do have a number of other items which I'll try and splash up on screen now. We have machine polishers that we don't carry because we don't need them all the time, a Puzzy wetback, a steamer, we have our big blower, Blow GT. It's a fantastic piece of equipment. We have our gazebo, which is a rock awnings gazebo. Trying to think of anything else that we've got that is currently sat in the garage. We have a wheelie stool that I use when we're machine polishing. Some floodlights, halogen floodlights, so we've got different types of lights. And I think that's about it. And if you have any questions about the chemicals, the layout, anything, then please do drop us an email or drop us a comment below, and we will try and answer as best we can. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, share with your friends and family, and we will see you in another video soon. Ta-da!
Alright folks, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to YouTube and add us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Ta-ra!